So where in Canada were you from? Quebec, you
Quebec.
said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close-ish to Montreal.
Yep.
I do speak French. I just don't like to.
Right. I also can speak French and don't really like to.
Yeah.
It's difficult if you don't use it.
I left January 3rd-ish. Literally the Monday he resigns. I left the weekend before.
Who, Trudeau?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, of course he'll resign the day I fucking left, you know?
Oh yeah.
And then well, yeah. Then the elections happened and I'm still happy to be gone.
Okay. You like the Conservatives, do you?
Oh yeah. Big
no.
fan. Big fan.
Why do you like them?
I like me a tight budget. I like me a small government with no income, you know? Keeps my taxes low.
Sure. Okay. But a tight budget under Conservatives has never really happened.
Have you seen the last guy that was in under tight budget?
I did, but
he had a surplus of billions of dollars.
Who? Harper?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he did. He finished through the recession with billions of dollars extra.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What do you mean no?
No, you can look it up, man.
I can to prove that I'm right.
You can look it up. Yes, the Harper had our largest deficits in Canadian history.
You're looking at it wrong, buddy.
Okay.
There's
our
a
largest
Mosin
deficits
and a pen.
Have been under the last two Conservative governments. Just hear me out, because I hear what you're saying.
Oh boy.
The last two, our deficits have been the worst under Conservative governments because they've given tax breaks to wealthy people. So they keep taxes low, but not for you and I. They put them low. They put them low for people that are already wealthy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I see it. And
have you seen the expenditures of the previous and current government?
Well, the previous government had to deal with a pandemic.
Yeah.
And well, so that money would have been put on credit card, private debt, or it would have gone on public debt. That debt still would. That still would exist.
Hold on. Keeping people out of like poverty, 100% with you. Paying exorbitant money for media for no reason other than buying them out so they don't talk shit. Nah. And then
well, I think hold on. No, you just changed the subject though. The major part of the deficit from Trudeau was funding people to stay home.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. That part, I'm with you. That part, I'm 100% with you. I also benefited from that. I was unemployed, and they never asked me a question. They just kept me unemployed.
Well, to me, you can't ask people to stay home
and not give them,
not pay them.
I'm with you. I'm with you. That's not a conversation I'm bringing to the table. I'm 100%. Like he had not that he didn't have a choice. There's different ways to go about this, but the way he did it, I'm with you. Like, I'm not going to dispute that.
It would have been one or the other. People would have had to put their rent on the credit card. Or
I wouldn't not have made it out alive out of that in terms of like fairness, right?
And I'm sure there are people that got money that shouldn't have too.
Oh yeah. Like, but the way he did it, like he didn't have a choice. We'll say that, right? It's not exactly true, but we'll go with those words, right? But there's a lot of expenditures that he permitted himself. There's a level 3 armor here. A lot of expenditures that he just kind of took for himself and spent like media buyouts. And I'm with you, but I'm with you, but like things
standard corruption there.
but the media buyout, while that was happening, and then Quebec, it was even worse. Quebec alone spent more money on media during that beautiful cough season. Spent more money alone than Ontario and the entire federal government. So that was absolutely disgusting.
Sure, but I'm more talking larger stuff, like I say, when rich people that already have money get.
But his budget never balanced previous to that. right?
I don't think
I
any
rather
of them, but
I
none of
would
them balance budgets though. But that's
but
all I'm saying.
I
Like
would
when you
much
look at
rather
this,
have the smallest government possible, the smallest, right? And I mean that
right?
in the literal form. I would rather
Okay.
never have to deal with the government in any way, shape, or form, less
So why do
regulations
you?
and all that, than
Okay.
that. Okay, and that keeps by proxy that keeps my taxes low.
Okay. Okay. So I
I
think
got you a
that just
gift.
keeps
Come here,
rich. Well, I think yes.
come here, come here. I got your
I
present.
think that keeps wealthy people's taxes low. I'm good. I don't need that.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't care. It also gets
the
you a chance,
reason
but it also gives you a chance to make wealth. You know, if you spend less money,
no,
then you have more
no,
money.
Did you pick up
no,
the suppressor?
that's not it. No, workers would
I
get
dropped
more
one.
money
There's one over here.
if taxes were high. When taxes were high, workers were given more money because
Are you
rich.
driving?
I can't drive. I'm talking. When taxes are high, wealthy people are forced to share with their workers to get their taxes down.
He's not driving.
I'm not
He's
driving.
No, I'm saying he's not. He's not sitting with us. That's fine.
Um,
That's not exactly how that works, but sure.
well, it is because what happens is that they end up giving out bonuses, higher wages, new equipment. They buy inventory. They spend money to get their tax burden down. And then the workers feel appreciated because they're being given bonuses and higher wages and new equipment and this and that. So they actually feel appreciated and want to work hard for the company that's treating them well. But then taxes got lowered to the point where now businesses do get to keep every dollar they earn, and so they don't give the workers anything. You're treated like a number. They don't have to give you any bonuses. They give you the smallest wages they can because they know whatever they earn, they get to keep. But there was a time through the 50s, 60s, and 70s where the rich had to pay 90% in taxes.
Yeah, but the interest
Not
rate
many
was
of
also
them-
way up.
Not many of them did. Many of them, like I said, but the worker got a bigger piece of
But
the pie.
did you see the interest rate on like buying a house and things like that back then?
Well, that went up in the 80s.
Mm.
The
In the
interest
50s and
rates went
60s
through
too.
the roof in the 80s.
But
I don't know what the interest rates were in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I
if
know there were.
you have more money yourself, right? If you have more money, you're gonna spend more, right? You're gonna or save more, sure. But all right, I'm gonna need you to turn around. I'm gonna need you to turn back.
Yes, I understand the rising tide lifts all boats theory.
No, but
It's,
not exactly that. Just if I have less tax money, right? If I make, let's say, 80K a year, and instead of paying 50%, well, 45% of my income into taxes, I pay 15%. I now have 30%
But what
extra.
I'm saying is,
Wait, no, my turn. I have 30%
hear you.
extra.
Yep.
Yes. I make the
you have
same
more money to
wage.
spend.
Exactly.
So you have more money to
Or
spend.
to
That's
save.
right.
Or to save in
Right.
general.
Do
If
anything. Yep.
if you remove the entirety, not really, but most of the government, right? Most of the burden that's spent on us, right? Personally, if you remove about 15 to 20% of taxes, and I don't have any difference in government wise, and that's the difference between America
will.
and that's the
Well, you
difference between
will.
America and Canada. The difference is about
There will be a
20%.
difference.
The difference is about 20% of your taxes, right? The only actual difference is I'm gonna have to pay my own health insurance, which most of the companies you have to do that anyways. If that's the case, then why would I pay extra into a health service that I can prove to you I haven't visited in 12 years? I would have been rewarded.
Well, because
If
it's
that was
more.
the case, I would have been rewarded if that was the case in the States. If I hadn't visited the
So you're
hospital for
saying
12
that
years.
The state's healthcare is better, is it?
In my opinion, it is. If
Yeah,
you
that's
if you
crazy.
can go visit a hospital for free, then you have
there's-
people clogging the system for no reason. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
no.
making some fever, so let's bring him to the hospital. No, just give
Yeah.
him vitamin C and send him to bed. I haven't visited the
Yeah.
hospital for 12 years, and I paid into that system. There's no way I'm gonna get any money back.
Well, you're young.
Yeah.
It's at the end.
Sure,
man,
exactly
at
my
the
point.
End.
Exactly
But
my
that's
point.
the point of it. That's the point of an insurance pool is the young people subsidize the
It
old,
doesn't.
so that
No.
because someday you will be old and
No.
you will
It
get
doesn't
sick
work.
and
It doesn't work.
yes, that will happen.
It's
It's
clearly
worked
not
for
working
fucking
because this.
100 years, man.
No, the service is
Like,
absolute trash. It's
well, that's a
absolute
budget
trash.
issue.
You have.
That's
You
a
have.
budget issue.
You're paying your.
We've
You're
cut
paying. No. No. No.
healthcare
No.
for
No. No.
fucking 50 years.
You're.
My sister is a nurse that runs a
Yeah.
hospital.
And look at her.
Like,
She's probably not
you
happy
don't know what
working
you're
there.
talking about.
What
No,
the fuck?
but it's because of cuts, not because
No.
of
Okay,
fucking.
but it's still the same fucking problem. If
because-
everybody,
no,
if
it's
instead
not.
of running it for profit and you run it public, right? Then everybody's on the same wage, every doctor, and then you can have any fucking doctor working for you, right? Let's say, sorry, doctors in Canada can work anywhere, can definitely work in the States. We agree? Yes?
But many of them choose
No,
not
no,
to.
no, 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 hold on, but they can, yes?
I'm sure many of them
Okay.
can.
Add to that, in my situation, that they had to speak a certain language and that they choose not to, right? And they move different
I
country.
just see,
Then you have
I
negative.
see all this as
Then you have-
minor.
No. No, you have worldwide competition for doctors. So if you make the situation less likable for a doctor, all he's gonna do is move out. Hold on.
But they
One sec. I saw someone, but I think he left.
Yeah, we're getting late. We gotta focus up here.
Buildings. A lot of people are going to be coming from the northwest and north. A bunch of teams are going to have to rotate from that way. If we just look that way, I guarantee you we're going to find a bunch of people.
There's a lot of people on that tower. See, they just jumped. You guys flying right now? That tower's hot. If you make the market unappealing, then people won't show up. That's what I'm trying to say. Quebec is in a deficit of doctors, and the system doesn't fucking work. I pay extra money, and I don't get any service. I don't even have fucking family doctor.
Back on me.
It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
those are issues, but
Yeah.
they're funding issues. Like they're funding issues. That's what it is.
Exactly.
It's funding.
Why do I pay
But
money
I-
if it's not funded?
How your money? Because conservatives keep getting in and cutting
No,
the
that's
programs.
not true. That's not true.
Well, yeah,
Conservative
that's what fucking happens, dude. That's what
conservative
happened.
didn't.
Both
No,
times they got
conservatives
in.
didn't lead the fucking Quebec. It didn't lead Quebec at all. It's been for 10, 15 years. It's been liberals. And so in what world can you fucking blame a conservative? They had 10 years to fix it. How did they not fix it? Doesn't make sense.
Well, it was
narrative
minority
don't make sense.
governments. It was-
No.
There's lots happening.
No.
man. There's a
He
lot
hadn't been
happening.
minority for 10 years. He was leading with his other buddy
Yes,
there.
and when
that,
he was
like
and when
a
he
quarter.
was,
It didn't
and
make
when
sense.
he had a majority, he lowered the retirement age by 2 years. He made weed legal. He taxed
Team
wealthy
everyone.
people.
Yeah, and then he also made it free for people to kill
Watch
themselves
your backs.
instead of
Well,
instead of
it's
treating
not your
them.
life, dude. It's not your life.
Oh, you
it's
feel
not your
depressed?
life.
You can kill yourself? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's not your life.
And
Who
then
are
you look at Vancouver,
Who the
the
fuck
state
are
of
you?
life. Look at the Vancouver state of life there.
Who cares?
everybody has
man?
free
Well,
drugs?
yes, that's because we've cut all the shit. We've cut
No.
all the
Shit
shit
over here.
because we just lick the boots.
No.
We just lick the boots of the people that have all the money. Like it would be one thing
What
if
are you
we were
talking
poor,
about?
but we live in a world of fucking billionaires, man. Like, what world do you live in? We live in a world of fucking billionaires.
So it's all their fault that the majority
Yes,
of people
it
don't
is all
live right?
their fault.
That doesn't
It
make
is all
sense.
their fault.
That's
They
backwards.
have all the money.
That does-
Everyone is fucking poor because of they take all of the money.
That doesn't
We
make
live
any
in
sense.
a world of billionaires. Well, how does it
Okay,
not make
how
sense?
many
They have
billionaires?
all the
No,
money.
no. How many billionaires do you think there is in the world? How many
I don't know,
billionaires do you think?
90.
Okay. You're
And
thinking
they
you're
have
saying
90% of all the money. One guy has more money than 50% of the population.
and that one person is the entire reason why our country doesn't work well,
Is-
right?
Oh, he's yes.
No. That's not how that works.
He literally bought Donald Trump for $260 million and then just started cutting the fucking government
Yes. That was beautiful.
without looking, checking.
absolutely
It could have been
beautiful.
You're a fucking retard. You're
Nah.
a fucking retard.
No.
You're
Do you see what
fucking
he
just
cut?
A gullible.
see what he
fucking
cut?
sheep.
All
Yeah,
over there, guys.
yeah. The shit for the poor people. That's what he cut because he's
USAID?
rich.
USAID?
he can-
Was there any good money spent there in USAID?
Yes.
Was there any?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Yeah,
There wasn't.
Maple
there was.
Northwest,
Yeah,
That's why you
there
cut
was. You're a fucking
265.
retard.
Heading right to
You
left.
Jeez.
fucking moron.
I just think you
You
need a finance
fucking-
class.
Getting
You're
shot
just a
at by
fucking
bullets.
bootlicker. That's all you are.
I don't need name calling to prove my point, but okay.
It's not a point. You're just sitting here
No, you're getting
bootlicking for the
angry.
people that have all
You're
the money.
getting
You're a
angry because
fucking
your points
bootlicker.
are not making sense. I'm not
What,
calling
that
you names. I'm
people-
not getting
That
angry.
people have all the fucking money or
Why are you getting
of
angry?
no cause. I'm not upset.
You
I'm
are.
telling
You're
you
calling
like
me
it is.
names.
You're a
I'm not
fucking
calling you
bootlicker.
names.
For us to have.
I don't need to call you names to prove my point. I don't need to get angry or nothing. You need to calm down. We're having a discussion. You can disagree agreeably, you know? Anyways, yes, I'm for cutting most of the government.
Yeah.
If they have near zero expenditures, then they have no reason to tax you. And more money in my pocket is always good, in my opinion.
Yeah, except it isn't and hasn't been for 50 years.
Sure.
Wow, he shot me right in the face. Nice. Love that.
Got you.
Be careful. This
Shoot
guy's
it.
trying to like shoot me through the wall right now.
Wait. Hey, Haken?
Like the southeast. He's like
Uh-huh.
sitting there trying to shoot me through the wall.
Big gunshots on the right side as well. West. I'm gonna run for zone.
Yeah, we gotta swim.
Shit, I see him. There's people there.
Nice job.
There's still one. His buddy's still at the rock.
We just need to smoke here and try to make it across.
The rock's hot.
Different team is shooting me. I have no helmet now. Throw smokes across the water if we have them.
Oh, Anna's getting cooked.
I'm savish, but I don't want them.
Just down to the water. I'm making it. Oh, there's so many people. Oh my god. I see them. I'm gonna try to res you, Anna. Alright, there's people on your right and people above and on your left. The right looks calmer.
We're gonna be so exposed to this team on the east.
We have to go up.
Right here on the ridge.
There's people on our southwest. On the rid, where we came from, the back. He's inside the water. We gotta go up. There's one more on the shore, Anna.
I really don't know where I got shot from. I have no comments.
Oh, fuck me. They're on the shore still on the right side. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have to run in. I'm just blindly gonna run in. Try to push there on that building. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we're still managing. Still managing. Made it.
You guys need to look on green for me.
Oh, my frag killed.
I'm safe.
Pick up, Anna.
I have to wait.
Let's go, boys.
Nice job. Let's go.
Oh, nice.
Woo! I'll pick you up, Anna. Don't worry.
Oh, nice.
It did
I'll
take
pick
all
you
that
up.
game.